Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. It is your girl Cassandra Olivia, and in today's video I have a new client who just came about 2 weeks ago, and she was kind enough to let me record her, and it was just a super amazing experience. So shout out to you, girl. I really do appreciate it. Typically when I have new clients, I try not to record them on their first visit just because I want to create like a nice atmosphere and I don't want to be too like pushy with it. But I was letting her know, like, girl, your hair is freaking amazing. Like, I love your fro and your curls. So I asked, like, hey, is it okay for me to record? And she was like, okay, do your thing. So period. So she's already been shampooed, deep conditioned, and everything. So I just want to go in and show you guys the blow dry process, just a tiny bit. And it is slightly sped up, but it's only sped up, I think, about 10%. So it shouldn't be too fast. I promise you guys, again, I'm not being super rough. She already has heat protectant in her hair. I put it in her hair prior to me starting this video because I was just going to do my thing. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just ask. Worst case scenario, because she can say no. And she opted to let me record her. So I'm just going in with my Revlon blow dryer. I will link this down below. This has been my new favorite tool to use on every single last client. I love it so much to the point where I actually brought it for myself and then brought it into the salon to use. So yeah, this blow dryer is the truth. So what I like to do now is just go in with this first to get the hair as straight as I possibly can with this blow dryer, and then afterwards I will go in with my Rush Speed Freak and a paddle brush, and then after that I will go in with my round brush. So I just added this step, and this honestly makes the blow dry process go by a little bit faster, which is worth it because, as you know, as a hairstylist, time is money. So again, if you have not tried this, I encourage you to try it and step out of your comfort zone because this works on our hair. I was the most skeptical person. Like, my clients have been telling me for months to get this, and I finally gave in and was like, all right, let me see. And ever since I used it on my hair, I've literally been using this on every client. So I'm going to order a second one just to have at home because this one is going to stay at my suite. So this is about as straight as I got it with the Revlon blow dryer. I could have gone in and got it slightly straighter, but I knew I was going to go in with my Old Faithful, so I didn't go in as much with this just because I know that the Speed Freak is going to get the job done. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go and do a section of this, and then I'm going to show you guys the difference between the section that I did with the Revlon blow dryer only and then the section that I did with the Revlon blow dryer and the Speed Freak together. As you can see, it's going to be a major difference, and the key to getting a great silk press is to get the hair as straight as possible in the blow dryer. The straighter that the hair is in the blow dryer, the easier it will be for you to silk press the hair out, okay? So I'm going to finish doing this section and I'll be back in just a few moments. See, just look at the difference between the top part of her head, which I did with the Revlon, and then the bottom, which I did with both. You see how straight the bottom of her hair is and how poofy the top is? Complete 360. So definitely make sure that you're ensuring that you get the client's hair as straight as possible. We were busting it up, so if you see me being weird and us geeking and stuff, I literally try to make all my clients feel super comfortable, super welcome, and we really are like a great community. I like to think of my clients as like my family, my extended family, and it's just a vibe. Every single person that comes through this door, 90% of you guys are such a vibe, and the people that aren't, blocked. Just being honest, you got to protect your peace at all costs, okay? Remember, all money is not good money. So now I'm just going in with my Cassandra Olivia Sleek Pro. What is this? I don't fumble the whole promo. I'm going in with my Sleek Pro iron. I was about to say curling iron. I'm tired. So now I'm just going in and going to go ahead and press her hair out. I did try not to speed this up too much, only for the pressing part, just because I didn't want it to be super long. But make sure that you check these irons out. They are the best. You can purchase them at www.cassandraolivia.com, and then I will drop a coupon code down for you guys below. But make sure that you sign up for the mailing list, even if you don't purchase, because I do pop up sales randomly. So if you can't afford it at the price it is now, it's going to drop eventually. So make sure you are on that mailing list so you do not miss out. So I'm going to finish pressing her hair out with my iron. And if this one looks different than the one on the website, all my OG subscribers know that this literally was the prototype iron, and I've been using this since day one. So it doesn't make sense for me to open another one that's all black, because this one works perfectly fine. But it's the same iron, just different color. And of course my irons have my logo on it, but it's literally the same iron, okay? Just trust me. So I'm going to finish pressing her out, and I'll be back when I'm getting ready to just clean her up. So she did have a trim prior to coming to me, so I didn't have to pull out the hair and do like a full trim. All I did was clean up around the edges, like the guideline, but I did not pull out the hair at a 90-degree angle, because there was no need for me to, because again, I was just cleaning up her hair. And I threw this in complimentary. I did not even charge for the trim. So I know somebody's gonna ask the question below, so make sure that you check whoever asked that, because y'all know how I do. I'm very thorough when it comes to my clients. So now that I'm done pressing her out completely, I am putting her in the mirror just to make sure that I have her part right. As you guys know, I'm horrible when it comes to parting. It's just my weakness when it comes to doing hair. We all have one, so I like to make sure that the clients are facing the mirror. I will part them, and then also make sure that they approve of where I put the part, just so that way there's no confusion. So I am going in with a tiny bit of pomade and just applying that over her hair, just a tiny bit, just to make everything nice and clean. And I'm just going to clean up her part and then go in and start to clean up the ends of her hair. So I'm going to leave that in, but I just want you guys to see what I'm doing. And the reason why I'm doing this is because she let me have full range with the style. She just told me that she wanted to bend slightly, so I'm going to go ahead and feather her. But when you try to feather hair and it's not even, sometimes it doesn't lay right, and you just want to make sure, if you're feathering or doing any type of like C curls or like textured hair, make sure that it's even, because if it's uneven, it's so hard to try to blend when it's not, okay? So I'm just going in to clean her up, just because I want the feathers to hit. And you'll see at the end when she does her little slow-mo shaking her hair, how even and how full it just makes that much of a difference, okay guys? So the devil's really in the details. Just make sure that you take your time with your clients, and you're just making sure that you give them the best service possible. Now she was already in the mirror, so she can definitely see how I trimmed her hair, but I do also give all of my clients a mirror just so they can look at it and see what's going on behind their hair, and so on and so forth. And I did move her hair up slightly because she was texting on her phone, so before I started even trimming her hair, I did adjust her head to make sure that she was not looking down. So you just want to also make sure that your clients, their head is positioned where you want it to be. So now I'm just going back in with my custom irons, and I'm just bumping her hair. It's going to be a slightly tight, not too loose, not too tight. And the reason I'm doing this is because I know I'm going to use my rake comb / fingers or whatever I choose to blend her hair towards the end. So you just want to make sure the curls are in there, and you want to make sure they're in there enough to where if you keep brushing it or combing it, it's not going to fall. So that's the reason why I'm putting these curls in like this, and I'm not going to touch them until I'm ready to style them. Okay, now she's curled to my liking. I'm just going in with some Bio Silk Shine On and some Bio Silk Natural Hold, which is what you see me holding right now and what I just sprayed on her. And now I'm just going to proceed to like pre-style her hair, I guess. So I'm just going to rake comb it. Once I'm done and I got it pretty much to where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and do her edges, make sure they're laid, and then I'll just go back in and fix any little imperfections. So don't worry, if you guys curl somebody's hair and you comb it, it's not doing what you want, either switch the tool you're using, switch to your fingers, try a different technique, just play around with it. So a lot of times I will comb through my client's hair probably like at least 15 to 20 times. It really just depends until it does what I want it to do. So now it's laying more to my liking. I'm going to go in one more time just because I noticed like a couple hairs that weren't laying the way I wanted to, but that's okay. Just trust the process. Do what you got to do. If it's taking you too long to make the hair sit, focus on something else like the edges and then just come back. So that's literally what I'm doing. I don't overthink anything. Like, I'm not going to be intimidated by hair, you feel me? It's going to do what I want it to do eventually. So now this is laying perfectly. I'm just going to add in a couple clips of my client really feeling her hair after we do her edges, and I will also insert the slow-mo clip so you guys can get a good visual of the back and just how her hair is laying since we trimmed it. And this concludes pretty much this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and shout out to you girls so much for letting me record you. She was such a beauty and such a wonderful spirit, and you are definitely welcome back to get your hair done anytime. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you give it a thumbs up and drop a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Everybody have a wonderful and productive day. Bye.